Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long was 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long was 1975.
Since I'm taking a look at fighting games that should not be or have no right to be as good as they are on systems, then obviously I absolutely had to revisit Street Fighter Alpha 3 on the Game Boy Advance. Obviously Street Fighter Alpha 3 or 03, depending upon where you are from, was released in the arcades in 1998. I have a special soft spot for all the Zero games or Alpha games, mainly because I have them on the PlayStation. I know that's not necessarily the best place to play them as an adult. I obviously have Alpha 2 on the Sega Saturn, but yeah, I love the Alpha series of games. I like the whole fact that they're kind of prequels. I like the fact that they introduced that manga style of artwork before the main series, I guess, with what was it, Street Fighter 3 adopted it. But yeah, so imagine my surprise a few years ago, possibly 10 or more so years ago, probably more than that in fact, that I just got myself a DSi and I was in Pink Planet, and in their loose carts section I saw that Street Fighter Alpha 3 was on the Game Boy Advance. Also, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo Revival. I already played that. Obviously, you played it by sticking it in the bottom of... Well, it's probably just a regular DS, actually, then, I guess. DSi was the one with what? They fucked around with it and stuff like that. The regular... Not the regular DS, the one after that. The one that wasn't a brick. Because that had, obviously, a Game Boy Advance cartridge slot on the bottom. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Anyway, so I bought this. And obviously, it's actually developed by Crawfish, and it's in 2002, and I haven't played it in years, but I was absolutely blown away then when I played it on my DS, and then a few years later when I played it through emulation, which is what I'm doing it on now, on my Wii. So obviously playing it with a SNES mini pad as well, so obviously the resolution is going to look weird and funky because, well, I'm playing it on a TV, but this is absolutely phenomenal. Like, seriously, this is a phenomenal port. But however, let's all talk about the elephant in the room. Let's get out of the way straight away. As with most fighting games on the Game Boy Advance, it suffers from the complete lack of buttons. I mean, why, Nintendo? Well, first of all, why did you release it without a backlit screen? But I've talked about that before. That stupid little bendy light that people bought and people could use, that was a fucking joke. Anyway, so I borrowed one off my mate at my job at the time. And yeah, he let me with that little bendy light. Anyway, so you released an absolute powerhouse of a handheld system, 32-bit, after your 16-bit console that had, obviously, you know, Nintendo 64 existed since then. But what I'm saying is your 16-bit console, which most people kind of consider this to be a portable version of, I know it's not, it's far more powerful, had a 6-button pad. And what did you have on the Game Boy Advance? 4. So I have no idea how that translates into this game. But anyway, without further ado, let's go into it. Start. Single mode, verse mode, training mode, option mode, score ranking. So there's modes. Start. Game option, button config. Right, so here's the button config. And we don't press buttons. See, the buttons go in and out of that screen. Awkward. You have to press left or right to configure it. So left is light, right is light. That's my shoulder buttons. So medium, high. B is high. I don't know how, I don't see. This confuses me and this scares me, but that's obviously, you know, because I'm going through emulation and my pads buttons, whatever, is not going to match whatever it is. I don't know, I look at that and there's more chance of me cracking the Enigma machine. Right, anyway, so bollocks, we'll have to work it out, but we're not going to have all the buttons, and obviously they are workarounds, but I ain't got a Scooby how to do them. Exit, right, but take a look at this. Obviously it helps if you played a console version or an arcade version, or even a main version, which is the arcade version, but you know what I mean, of Street Fighter Alpha 3, to take in the fact that, look at that for a roster, it's all in Shah. Gonna go Ken, Yoink, Xism, Aism, Xism. I'm not much a fan of the word that it says ism, because imagine if there's a J mode to your combat. Sorry, just saying. Right, Turbo 1, Turbo 2. Camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2, points to the quote. Turbo it is. This is because I haven't played this in years. Ryu's eternal rival, Ken Masters. He's got Penfold eyebrows. Think about it. See what I mean? And stuff. His title of US Martial Arts Champion proves his strength. Personal data, height 5'7", weight, I can't read it because it won't let me. Yet his mind has become unsound. His friend's focus urges him. Now he sets out to fight, yada yada, and stuff. We all know this shit, you're not worried about that. Right, so. He's the final boss? No, he's the first person. Okay, just saw his name. Versus Akuma. Go easy, Gookie. Don't know what the buttons are. So, obviously, tiny nodal at the top. You know how Street Fighter layout works. Top left, my health. Top right, his health. Super bars at the bottom. And, right, so. Left bumper. Right bumper. And then, I've only got another 2 buttons. Which is, and they're both hard. No, they're not. Yoink. Yes, they are. Oi, cheeky there. So, imagine if this system had, alright, 6 buttons, as it should have. It would have been amazeballs. It still is amazeballs, because it really is the little system they could. You couldn't see anything on it. Hey! And obviously, if I'm just going to be mashing this out with hard punches, because I don't give a fuck what anyone says, shoulder buttons do not work in fighting games. Look at Ken's face! Looks like a Tamagotchi. But yeah, so you're not going to get any full... Well, not that I'm a particularly good Street Fighter player anyway, but obviously this is going to limit. I want to do a Dragon Punch. What I could show you. Listen to those awkward pauses in my voice. Oi! I'm just fucking eyeing this. Oh, you... Right, now how to do that. And it's both hard punch and hard kick. Go on, jump. Ooh! No! Ooh! And other noises, awkward noises to that effect. But look at the graphics and look at the animation. And its presentation is superb. This is Street Fighter Alpha 3. Made by a company with a crap name. Crawfish. Really? That's the best you got? Right, we're going to have to go shoulder buttons. I'm pressing the wrong button. I'm pressing the wrong button again. Yoink! Right, let's try it, let's try it. No, no, I want to try my magic. Ooh, double knockout, cheeky. I cannot express how impressed I am with this. So I'm gonna, there's a whole bunch of fighting games. Oh, not listening, not watching. I want to try on this. King of Fighters as well, isn't there? Cheeky. Oh, you cheeky bastard. Double cheeky bastard. Triple cheeky bastard. Now you're just being rude. Now I'm just being cheap. burning hair. Anyone burning hair much? Yes? Never worked out my head, or got my head around the isms. Again, that sounds really, really awkward. So obviously this is going to look way, way, way better on a small screen. But obviously the resolution would still affect how much you could see. I don't think it's as bad in this as it is on Super Street Fighter 2 Revival, or whatever it is. I'm pretty sure it's Revival. Someone's flossing. See what I did there? But yeah, so the resolution is an issue with stuff like that. But there's no denying that this is super, super polished. Let's be fair. I mean, if you want me to revisit it, let me know. But some of that in your life. Yoink! Street Fighter Alpha 2 on the SNES is fucking amazing. I mean, concessions have been made, and obviously concessions have been made on this. I'm not denying that they haven't. Oh, hang on. So how do I do a medium fireball? Not like that. Ha ha ha! Yoink! This pad needs some breaking in, and that's also me pressing the wrong button. Oi! No you don't. So you come in. Ha! Yeah, this is still impressive. Is as can't talk as impressive as I remember it being. In fact, this. I haven't played Super Street Fighter 2 Revival in ages, but this is far more impressive than that. And I might have to confirm that, but I'm pretty sure, off the top of my head, it is. Right. I just wish I knew how to configure it so I could at least have medium and hard, and then just that. Screw light. That would do it for me. Yoink! Alright, I wanna dragon punch you, cheeky mare. Oh. Oh, see, I told you someone's flossing. That's on me. Alright, oh yeah, she's brainwashed, isn't she, by... I forget what... Oh, this is the American, English, but Western version, so... What's it called in this one? Look at that! Cheeky! I mean, if you had this back in the day, let me know what you think. If you played it on the Game Boy Advance or on your DS, DSi, Shoryupa, Shinyukin. Alright, is he trolling us? Someone's trolling us. Adon. So obviously he's a character from the original Street Fighter. Alright, a little Mutai, eh? Alright, counters, I forgot about that. Right. Cheeky! This pad has given me blisters like you wouldn't believe. Well, you probably would believe them, but hey. Yeah, I don't know why I did a Mayor Quimby impression then. But I might have to revisit some of my Saturn games. Although that would involve me buying a new TV, because obviously I've only got a gaming monitor now. But the Street Fighter Alpha 2 I have on the Saturn, it's in the Street Fighter pack, is amazeballs. I'm trying to do my magic. Oh, I could just hit you in the plums a bunch of times. That seems to work quite well. I mean, if you have any recommendations for fighting games that clearly punch above their weight, pun intended, on the Game Boy Advance, hell, even on the Game Boy, any of the handhelds, then let me know. Truth something selling money and credit cards cannot buy. Oh, you're a rich prick though, aren't you? So that's kind of a stupid thing to say. Well, he is in the original Street Fighter 2 animated movie. Not the shit one that was an Alpha movie or Zero movie. I was so disappointed with the second one. I mean, it was the 90s, I'm aware of that. But the first one, when I got it, I remember it being advertised and everything like that. Fucking amazeballs. Yoink! Bit early, isn't it? Alright, show off. Guess I'll only life. So, like I said, if I had a full range of buttons, again, I'm not saying I'm any good at this, but I clearly could be showing you a little bit more. Also, if I remember to press the right fucking buttons, only the first two on the SNES pad work, then I might be doing a bit better as well. Haha, first world problems. I keep forgetting that they tweaked his kick in this, and it seems to work just fine. Again, look at his face! Looks like he should be in a keyring in my pocket. He'd be dead though if he was, to be fair. Oh, in the plums. He really does it as well, doesn't he? Oh, cheeky bastard. He's a character from the first game, isn't he? Is he? I don't know. Oh, that works. We're just going to do light attacks. And if he so happens to get in the way, that's on him. No! Ooh! Why did he go red? Fever. Give him some cowpole. Cheeky! These controls, even with a lack of buttons, they are tight. Wait, what? Oh, the rules of physics, they just don't apply to him. Yay! Show off. I missed my opening then though, didn't I? What happened then? I'll take it. No! Well, there you go. Street Fighter Alpha 3 on the Game Boy Advance. What a phenomenal port. If only the system had more you're a big fool, bite me. If only the system had a few more buttons. Hell, just 2. Anyways, also, I love to know what you think, especially if you played this back in the day, or I played it and I have to do emulation, and do you agree it's an amazing port? Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.